birds.
Oh.
Their nests get, preyed upon, so they really need a well-maintained scrub,
Okay.
and that is done by fire.
Okay. Okay. Let
So,
me see this bird.
yeah,
Get it
it's
close.
quite beautiful.
Yeah.
That's our only endemic bird, so it's the only bird.
Big Jackman. Yo! Let me see him, let me see him. Let me see him. Yeah, big. Record. But I was saying good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm just going over here to check out what's going on inside this place. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good. How are
Okay,
you?
I was just walking to see what's going on, but I'm not here by myself. So I come out the car.
Okay,
and
so unfortunately your parking lot's full, so I don't have any parking.
All right, so I'm gonna pay the $2, but I'm going. Can I go look and come back because the car is behind me? I still have to go get them and let them know what's going on. I don't know where they're gonna park yet.
So I don't have any parking in here.
I understand that, but
Yeah.
what I'm going. Oh, it's on the beach. Whatever going on is on the beach.
So we have everything that's happening is gonna be in the parking lot.
In the park.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it started already.
Yeah, it's already started. It goes until 4.
Okay, so can I go and look and come back?
So it's $2 to walk
So
in.
okay, so you want the $2 even. So what if I pay the $2 going in and come back out?
Yeah, you still have to pay the $2 in.
No, no. I have to, when I come back out, I have to pay to go back in again.
If you're in a car with other people, yes, sir.
You know, and but I'm saying, okay, you say it's $2 to go in.
Yes.
But I want to go and look. So can I go and look and come back, or I have to pay the $2?
You have to pay the $2. Anyone that goes into the park
Okay,
has to pay
so
$2.
after I pay the $2, I'm gonna look, but I'm still gonna go back to my family. So,
Okay.
so I don't have to pay $2 for myself. Let me give you $2, and then I go inside and.
Thank you.
Okay. You know my face, so it doesn't even, you know?
I have to give you a receipt.
You have to give me a receipt? Okay, so she's giving me a receipt. Yes, yes, yes. And what you guys have, what's going on today?
So today is Nature Fest. So
It's a what?
It's Nature Fest. It's our spring festival. So
Mhm.
it's all about native plants and just keeping, Florida green with our own plants.
I see on the sign where you guys say you're gonna have like a animal show or something
Yep,
like
so that's all going to be down there. They'll have a schedule down there for you.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, you too, okay. Yes, yes, yes. I was recording. I don't even know if I catch what I was saying because the camera went out on me. So I don't know if I get everything. But like I was saying, my people, remember to like, share, and comment, and please subscribe to my channel. You know, because I still have a far way to go before I even come up on the map per se. But yeah, and in my videos I always be saying and all that, and a lot of people always say, hey, when you're talking you're like and all that, but it's maybe a Jamaican thing where Jamaican love talk and say some slang like see what me I say, or zine, or something. Yeah, Jamaican have them little saying right through. And me know say yeah, with me, when it comes to talking, some it's not that me shy. I used to be shy when I was younger. But right now I'm not really shy. But the words them sometimes not coming out. It's just that me can't really get it together like I really want it to. But yeah, but just work with me, my family. still on the way to progress, as in speech. You know, day by day, I guess I'll get better at it with the camera and all of that too. So anyway, follow me on the journey. Let's see what's going on around here. Check out the little show where them have a go on. And please again subscribe to the channel. Help me to reach, well, my goal is to reach at least 100k, but right now, step by step. I'm not gonna rush it, I'm just gonna take it slow. Step by step, I'll know I'll make it there. Alright, so thank you in advance. Just check out where I'm going. Follow me on the journey. What's up, man? Good, good? Everything going where? Where is it going? Oh, so it's going that way. Oh, that's just for the parking. Oh, my. Okay. All right, all right. So yes, me a walk a go in. Anything start around there yet?
What?
Anything start yet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Okay. But me know, always start and people leave already. Nature Park. Hi, pretty lady. Good morning.
Good morning.
Take a little walk. Alright, things take a little time. One way. Keep on walk. Huh? Hi, good morning. I'm okay. Hi. I see a lot of people leaving already. What happened?
Oh, it's just
Oh,
well,
no,
there's
people
a
are just coming and
yeah,
going.
coming and
Party's
going.
going on all
and there's
afternoon.
a concert that just ended, so a lot of people are.
Oh, what kind of concert?
It was a youth
The Youth
orchestra
Symphony.
concert.
Oh.
Yeah.
But right now we have our Environmental Service Awards, followed by the Bush Wildlife Show over at the amphitheater.
Okay, so
there's
what
still
time?
lots to
What
see.
time the wildlife show start?
Right at
12:30.
12:30.
12:30.
Yep.
What time is it now?
11:40.
Oh, 11:40. Oh, so
Yeah,
12:30.
so
Okay,
coming
okay.
up.
There's lots
Okay,
of
okay.
things to see and
Yeah.
do until you're ready to go.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna take a walk and check it out, see what's going on in there.
Yeah.
All right. So this is an annual.
Yes.
It's annual.
Yeah.
Like
At
every.
12:30.
No, not
Annual event. Yep.
annual.
Oh, annual.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, this time every year.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Beginning
Okay.
of March. Yep. Yep.
Okay. All right.
10 to 4.
Okay.
So
All
the
right.
chaos will go on until 4. But
All right.
lots of great vendors, food, native plants, other people with demos and
Mhm.
stuff going on. So yeah, this is the whole list. So
Okay. And it's only the entry fee is just $2.
well, if you're walking in, I mean and this is all included. If you're in
Yeah.
a car, it's $5.
Oh, okay.
Still a great deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Either
It
way.
is. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on inside.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, bye bye.
All right. Food shop. Okay. So good morning. So what we have in here?
Oh, okay. So this is our fire management program.
Oh, fun. Okay. Just
Yeah.
showing what people safety.
Well, it talks about prescribed fire and why we do prescribed fire
Oh, okay.
in the Florida Park Service.
Okay.
And all of the different ecosystems we can burn to make sure that it stays well maintained, beautiful, the flowers get to regrow, the plants get to a chance to regrow,
Okay.
and then some of the bird life gets to really get to thrive more, especially like the red cockaded woodpeckers, and then some of the Florida scrub jays too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot of
Okay,
good
I see.
benefits.
Yeah, I see those birds a lot.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
love it.
So they have to have fire really in
Oh.
order to.
Oh, they need fire?
They need fire.
Oh, those birds need fire?
Yeah, so if they don't, if the scrub gets overgrown, they're not great flyers. They have a tendency to just kind of stay in an overgrown scrub, and they can easily get picked off by predators.
Oh.
Their nests get preyed upon, so they really need a well-maintained scrub,
Okay.
and that is done by fire.
Okay. Let me see this bird.
Yeah.
Get it
It's
close.
quite beautiful.
Yeah.
That's our
Oh, that-
only endemic bird, so it's the only bird only found in Florida.
Yeah. Okay. We can't find it nowhere else but
Nowhere
Florida.
else, only in Florida.
Okay. All right. Still walking around checking out.
Yes,
I
you
want
should.
I want to see the animal show. You know.
Oh, yes.
They say it's gonna
yeah.
start like 12:30.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think I said so.
I haven't honestly gotten past this point.
Okay. So you're not having no fun, just work.
No, I'm just working.
Oh, my.
Right? Yeah, I know.
Okay.
No
All
fun.
right. Hopefully you can get up and have some fun.
Well,
right.
Educating people's fun.
That exactly. That is it. True. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Yes, we're still moving around. Still moving around. Oh, this is like some cool hat.
There's a mirror at the end of the tent.
Yeah, cool hat selling out. How much for one of these hats?
They start at 45 and go up to 60.
Okay, start at $45 and go up to 60. Okay, so see,
Is it supposed to be? It's kind of supposed to be snug.
check it out.
You're better if it's not. If you
45
bend down
and go
and
up
it
to
falls off, it's
60.
too big.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, but if it's too tight that it feels like
Constricting you.
it's gonna hit it like you're gonna have a headache, then it's. Now that's got the stretchy band. It's also made out of palm, so it's gonna stretch a little bit. But if it's
all time and coffee in your pants. Camping's a good way for kids to get away from camping. Get away, no electronics, you get rid of all the just simple stuff. Play a board game
try that.
I'll definitely take a look. Thank you.
Well, look. Good morning.
Morning.
Where's the animal show going? That way?
I'm sorry, the
The
what?
animal show, it's gonna keep
Yes,
that way?
if you
Oh.
head up here, you'll see to the right there's a ramp.
Okay.
Follow that up, there's a pavilion, and it'll be at 12:30.
12:30.
Yep,
Okay.
the animal show's
Okay.
at 12:30.
Okay.
It's
So you're
like 10 to 12 right now.
okay. 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 So you're just here to direct. Oh, you're volunteer today?
Yeah,
Just
I
to-
was just walking around answering questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's going good so far.
Yeah, it is. We got a
Okay.
good crowd. It's
It's
a
the
nice
first
day.
year. First year doing it.
No, I've been doing this for several years now.
Okay,
I've been a volunteer
okay.
at the park for a while.
Okay. Cool. All right. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Enjoy.
All right. Thanks. Yeah. So take a walk, go out on the pier. Oh, them have a nice pier. Go right through.
Oh, yeah, she wants to take a picture of us. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, as I say, not really. Through me I walk by myself. Not really I talk much. But this is a nice little pier. They have a walk. See how we go all the way across. All the way across the water. I money. Yeah. All the way out. I don't know which part to go. I don't know if we go up on our next side or then just stop it. But it look like it got right across. But yeah, but me not gonna video all of this walk go across. Be across there so. If the video go too long it unless I can walk up fast. See if I can walk fast and then go across to see how far I can carry no go show no. But windy out here too. Cause right now we go right across out in the middle of ocean. Yes. Ah, yeah, man. I guess me carry no cross there, but when I come back, when I got that video come back here next way. So walk across, see how far it go. This go to the other side? It go to the other side or it just?
Goes to the water, yeah, ocean.
Okay, so it go across to the other side in dry land. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
nice. It's beautiful.
Yeah, alright. Okay, let's go then. So it's nice across to the other side. Sun a shine too, you know. You gotta wink up your eye. Guess them has only a stop what them have on the way. Let's go. You see me? See me out here, I beat my Jamaica t-shirt. Island boy. Walk by myself. Check out Florida paradise. Yeah. The man need a glass though. You know it's sun. People over there kayak. Kayaking. Okay, let's go. Fish.
Oh my god, it's getting a day.
Pelican dive off like some holding down them and no walk on. Shoot. There's someone hold him. Alright, somebody maybe hook their fish and the pelican not trying to. Shallow though. Not the shallow. It's gonna catch a fish. And you can hold it. So I take up the fish. And then on the way, or it's not fish. I'll wiggle that much. Know what they're going, but I see something that flip up. Oh my boy, I can catch something, man. I can catch Just can't see it yet. See that? I'll flip up. Catch something, see that? We out there though. I think catch something, man. I'm fighting it. Yeah, he catch something. Catch something, but we don't see what it is. There's something big. Yeah, oh, no, a nice size. Yeah, take him out. Wait, what? What? It's a jack. Big jack, man. Yo! Let me see him, let me see him. Let me see him. Yeah, big jack. Shit. It's a jack. Yeah. Hold him up. Hold him up, hold him up. Can't even see him. Yeah. It's a huge one. The jack, it's I don't even. Yeah, it's a kind of silverfish. Yeah, you know. Yeah, it's a big one. It's a real big. Yeah. I see when he out there fighting. You know, I said, what that? But I thought it was a pelican fly down.
That's exactly.
Yeah, because I see the pelican fly down, but then I thought it was the pelican and him fighting with the fish.
Yeah.
But then, you know,
Yeah.
it took a while to roll him in. Yeah, it's a nice jack.
That is huge.
Yeah, it's huge. Yep. It's a good size. Exactly. Exactly. Nice fish. Yeah. At least you can say you come out here and it's worth it, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, look like they let him go back. Yeah, I wonder why.
They took some good pictures. Of
Yeah.
it. That's pretty amazing.
Damn, you see that big jack and they let it go. Damn. I don't know why, if it's like the season, if
Yeah.
it's not jack
So,
season or
yeah.
something, you know? Yeah. So maybe it's not season for them, so they can't keep them, they have to let them go back. But that was like. But why they have to release them?
One or two.
Huh?
One or two.
One or two they release back?
Most of them.
Because that's a big size, so I thought they would keep it.
I would assume that they just wanted to catch
Have
and
fun.
release.
Oh, just
Yeah,
have fun.
Just have fun. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
what my husband does. Catch and
Oh
release.
man, you know a lot of people need food. You
It's
know?
true.
Yes, you should just toss it over here. Let me bring it somewhere.
I was just in Jamaica last month.
Oh, you was?
I
Oh, you
was.
enjoy it?
I loved it.
Where you stay?
I didn't stay anywhere. I came off
Oh,
of a cruise ship.
oh, it's a cruise. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
the cruise don't let you see nothing much. You just
No.
on the island for 2 seconds and back on the boat.
Yeah, well, we had a whole day, but
Okay.
And it was fun.
Okay,
was
okay.
fun.
I'm glad to enjoy it.
It
Next
was
time
fun.
when you
It's
go,
a very happy place.
exactly. Chill.
Yeah.
Chill place. We just need a little more of this, you know?
More
Little
tourist
more.
money.
Yeah, that's what we need. And then we, you know, comfortable. Yeah. But you should take a visit there where you can walk the island
Yeah.
and then you'll see real Jamaica, you know? Yeah, because the media see a lot of stuff, but when you go there, most of what they're talking about, you don't see it. You know?
That's true.
Yeah, you walk around and you enjoy yourself. People laugh and talk with you. Glad to
We
have
had a
you.
good guide. We bought rum.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice
Yeah.
place. So when you're going back?
Oh, I don't know. My husband just had surgery. It's going to be a while.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right. I hope he feel better soon, though. What kind?
Every day's
What?
better.
Oh, what kind of
Enjoy.
surgery?
Oh,
Heart,
his shoulder.
shoulder. Oh, oh, okay, okay,
Oh,
okay.
his shoulder.
Okay, all right. No much lifting for him for now.
No, not hard. Yeah, that elbow's glued right there to the side right
Side,
now.
yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. I'll be back. Have
Oh,
fun.
good.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Oh, so this is
It's a tree. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So this is the end. What is going on here? Good morning. Oh, it's a painter. Okay. You painting the bridge? Or just oh, nice painting. How long have you been doing this? How long have you been doing this?
Oh, today?
No, no, no,
Or
no,
in
no, no.
my life,
In
40
life.
years.
40 years?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you got a lot of classic works.
Well, I don't know.
Well, it looked good to me though.
Oh,
Yeah. What
thanks.
you all think? How it look? Yeah, it looked good. You know. So it's only one piece you're doing for today.
I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. If it's getting too hard, I
Then
won't
you'll.
be able to.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. But
All right. All right. Continue doing your thing. Have fun. All right.
you enjoy
Okay.
the day.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. So yes, that is it. I gotta go back around, check me out more when we reach on the next spot, you know. Yes,
Oh, there
that's
he is,
good.
filming.
Yeah. Yes, checking out this guy work, you know. Hmm. Yes, taking your work. How long have you been doing this?
Close to 50 years.
Close to 50 years?
I started it as a hobby. My wife gave me lessons one Christmas.
Yeah? Oh, so your wife, oh, she started doing it before you?
No, she was
Oh.
a weaver.
Oh, she used to weave.
She used to weave.
Okay. And you do it, what, you just do it for fun or you sell them?
I do it for fun and donate them here, and they sell them. But I don't get any. I
Oh, you just donate?
donate.
Not, okay. So what, you're here what? Every event or?
I usually am here every year, but
Yeah,
I have
and
I
that's
live
my
in West
finger.
Palm Beach, and I throw and fire in my garage, and I donate to Grassy Waters. Do you know Grassy Waters at all? It's part of the Northern Everglades off North Lake Boulevard.
Oh,
In any
okay.
case, I donate to them there, and that's just what I do. My
Okay.
son is a physician,
Mm-hmm.
and actually he got me into.
Oh, you got into it?
Well, the mug making.
Oh, the mug
I would
making.
make mugs for him to give to his staff.
Okay.
So he would give them that, and then he would tell his patients, "Look, I'm allowed only 15 minutes for return visit. So I can either have you come back several times, or we can take a little longer, but that may mean somebody has to wait. Or when you come, you might have to wait. Take all your time you need." Well, this lady came in one day. "Dr. Douglas, I've been out there, I think I've been 20, 30 minutes. I've never had to wait before." He said, "Miss, would you like a cup of tea?" "Why, that would be nice." So he went and made her a cup of tea in one of the mugs that I'd given him. And she had it, and afterwards, he presented it to her.
Okay.
He never had another complaint.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
So I make him 100 mugs every year.
Oh, nice. And you give it to his clients? Okay, okay. So how you get the holes in the middle? You use your hand, or how you get the hole in the middle?
This,
Uh-huh.
oh, well, you start with a lump of clay,
Mm-hmm.
and you throw it and open it. Now, these are now, when I was trimming it upside down to give it what we call a foot,
Okay.
and to make it light, so I can then carve it.
Okay. Okay. And how you get the color on it? You paint it?
Oh,
Or?
that is a glaze. This will be fired to 1800 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
And then after that cools, it's glazed. And then fired to 2100 degrees Fahrenheit. And that,
Oh, give it a color. Okay, okay. Okay, nice. And you make what? Lamps, mug, everything.
platters, plates, just about anything.
Everything. Okay. Okay, nice. Yeah, nice work.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice, nice. You know?
Yes,
See, look at his work.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's your name, John Douglas.
Yes, that is.
Okay.
You got it.
Yes. Nice work. Let me see. Oh, this is a lamp also.
That's a lamp, right?
Okay. Yeah, I like it. Looking good. Okay. Okay. All right, continue doing what you're doing, man. So you finished for the day?
I'm finished for today. I got to clean up, which is a major job.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, okay. And where you get the clay from?
Oh, well, now I get it from Amazon.
Where you get the clay from Amazon?
Because the shipping, I get free.
Okay.
And I order 100 pounds at a time, and the shipping would cost me as much as the clay.
Okay, okay, okay. I see. You know, we have clay in Jamaica, but this
Yes.
look.
Well, this is
Oh.
stoneware.
Oh, that's
What it's
stoneware.
called.
Oh, because in Jamaica we have a kind of red.
Yeah, and
Red.
that's called earthenware.
Okay.
And you don't have to fire it as high, but it often doesn't take the high temperatures that you might want for cooking in an oven.
Okay.
And these will.
Okay, okay. Okay. All right, clean up. I guess I'll see you then.
All
All
right,
right,
very
take it easy.
good.
All right, thank you.
Have a good afternoon.
All right, you too.
Just a quick announcement. The Coca-Cola group that's here, those big white barrels, are rain barrels, and they're giving them out. They're raffling them. So if anybody's interested, please go get one, because they're incredible for the environment, for water storage in your yard, native plants, etc. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. That's it. Do you want to introduce me? All right, now I'm going to introduce the Bush Wildlife Crew, and we are so happy to have them. They, who raised your hand has been to Bush Wildlife before? Fantastic. I'm done stealing Kristen's questions. We're so happy to have them here to show you some of their incredible animals. They're animal ambassadors, and we're so happy you're here. So thank you so much. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Veronica. Once again, just to reiterate what Veronica said, I'm so happy to be here. I worked in Garden Beach several years ago, and this is such a magical and special place. So it's so amazing seeing so many people come out for this. I'm going to reiterate one of Veronica's first questions before I get started, because I want to see that show of hands again. Can you raise your hand if you've been to Bush Wildlife Sanctuary before, whether it be our new location or our old location? Awesome. Anyone that's never heard of Bush Wildlife Sanctuary before? Brave souls, thank you. Appreciate that out there. The courageous ones. All right, so for those of you who are unfamiliar with Bush Wildlife Sanctuary, we hope you get a chance to visit us soon after this presentation. We're located out in Jupiter Farms, past that turnpike intersection off Rocky Pines Road. So we just moved to that new location in October. However, we have been a sanctuary since 1983. So each and every year, annually on average, we get in about 5,000 wild animals into our animal hospital. And that goes into our #1 mission at Bush Wildlife Sanctuary, which is to rescue, rehabilitate, and release wild animals. So those animals come in for a variety of different reasons. We get possibly a gull or a pelican found here at MacArthur Beach, might be tangled up in the estuary into fishing line. We get raccoons, opossums that were hit by cars. We get birds that have flown into windows. We have snakes tangled up in soccer nets. The list goes on and on. So at Bush Wildlife Sanctuary, when those animals pass through our animal hospital, we are very proud to say we have a release rate of around 40% of our animals in our animal hospital, which we're very proud of. It's tied with the highest in the state in Florida for wildlife rehabilitation and release. Going into that mission, I'll give you guys an example of some of the animals that end up being released, which is our #1 mission, and end up being some of the resident teachers or animal ambassadors that you guys are going to get a chance to meet today. You'll be meeting 4 of our resident animal educational ambassadors today. And those guys came in for a variety of different reasons. I'll talk about each of their stories as we bring them out and talk a little bit about each of the species that you guys are seeing for today. But with each of those animals, I'd like to go through a little background story for those of you who haven't heard of our sanctuary before. So I'll give you guys an example. I use this example a lot. I work part-time as a captain down at Jupiter Inlet, so we do see this happening. We also had Ranger Rod from MacArthur Beach bring in a gull not too long ago with a similar story. Let's say you have a brown pelican. She's swimming around Jupiter Inlet, slack tide, it's beautiful out, water is crystal clear, she's living her best life. She meanders a little bit too close to some of the dock pilings near the boats, so she gets tangled up in the fishing line. Maybe one of her wings gets tangled. Lucky for her, we have someone that's able to spot her rather quickly. They give us a call on our hotline at Bush Wildlife Sanctuary. We'll send out one of our volunteers or rescue staff to go retrieve that brown pelican and bring her into our animal hospital. Once she's there, our vet and vet staff are able to assess her. They realize that the damage isn't too bad. They untangle that fishing line around her wing. She's feeling good, maybe get some fresh water, a little rest for a couple hours up to a day. And then after that, she's flapping her wings nice and big. She's ready to go dive and catch some fish in the inlet again. I'm gonna ask for some help from my little ones that are out there, or big ones that are out there. When she's feeling good, she's flapping those wings nice and big. What do you think we do with that brown pelican? What do you think? Perfect, awesome, thank you for that. We released her into the wild, into her natural habitat. So that's always the best case scenario that we have with the animals that pass through Bush Wildlife. And we're really proud and we're so excited to have those releases happen in our hospital. But we do have sometimes those scenarios go a little bit differently. So I'll use a similar story, but I'll change up some of the factors. So say we have that brown pelican. She gets tangled up in some fishing line by the dock pilings in the marina. Maybe the weather isn't too good for a couple of days, so no one's down there. No one's out on their boats, no one's at the restaurants, no one spots her for several days. Even worse, maybe that fishing line has a hook on it. That hook could have been embedded into her wing, maybe it was a rusted hook. So by the time that she's found, about 4 or 5 days later, someone calls her in, we go to retrieve her, bring her to our animal hospital. She might have had infection set in. She is sick from not being able to eat for several days. And at that time, that wing, just from her being able to try and get herself free of it, she might have hurt that wing even further. So maybe surgery even needs to happen. When they perform that surgery, it's possible that the wing doesn't heal perfectly correctly, but heals on a little bit of a crook like this. So because of that, after that long rehabilitation period, even though we get her to a healthy point, she's not able to fly normally, and therefore she's not able to provide for herself in the wild or dive and catch fish. So with that example, I'll ask everyone, if you've been to Bush Wildlife or not, what do you think we do with that brown pelican if she can't survive on her own out in the wild? I'm looking at my friend over there for help. We got another one, Dolphins fan. Go for it. Crushed it. Awesome. We got a smart audience today. Thanks, bud. So yeah, that brown pelican then stays in a safe place, just like you said, and it stays with us at Bush Wildlife Sanctuary. So if you've been to Bush Wildlife before, all of those animals that you've seen in our sanctuary have either passed through our own animal hospital. They might have been wild animals that people took in as pets. After a couple months, they realized it's not that great of an idea to have a wild animal as a pet, and they surrender to us at Bush Wildlife. We also get other animals that get transferred from sanctuaries as well. So in that case, we will get that brown pelican that then stays with us in our waterbirds enclosure at Bush Wildlife. So leading into our next most important mission has to do with the reason you're all here today, and that has to do with our educational programs. Education is our #2 mission. It is very important because about 90 to 95% annually of the animals that we see pass through our animal hospital, they are there because of human interactions. They're there because of human reasons. So it's really important for us on our education team to be able to consistently educate ourselves, to have opportunities like this at Nature Fest and MacArthur Beach State Park, to be able to educate our community members that are coming out, showing up to festivals like this, that we all know that everyone that's sitting here really cares about nature, cares about the animals in their backyard. So leading into that second mission, I once again thank you all for helping us succeed in that second mission. Now, as we are about to get ready to bring out one of our first educational animal ambassadors, I just want a couple quick reminders. We will have our volunteer, Bob, over there, and our volunteer, Allison, as well, helping us out a little bit today. Bob is one of our educational animal handlers. He'll be walking around the amphitheater, so I just ask if you keep from kind of running around this general area right here. If we're staying in our seats, that's awesome. If you have to get to a seat across, if you wouldn't mind just scooching through some of the chairs. We will be bringing these animals up close for you guys, so you can all see up close some of the animals that we'll be talking about. But we just want to ensure your safety, our handler's safety, and the safety of our animal, of course. So on that note, we'll bring out our first little friend. Should be Jojo. But you guess what JoJo is. He's cold-blooded. A couple cold-blooded friends for today. Not a snake. Good guess though. Snakes are cold-blooded. Alright, we have our little friend JoJo right here. So JoJo is our Florida box turtle. So I'm going to ask you guys, and it's okay if the answer is not perfectly correct. We love just guessing, and I make a ton of mistakes all the time too. I'm still learning always. But does anyone have an idea or want to take a guess at why Florida box turtles are called box turtles? What do you think? What do you think? They go in their shell. Has to do with their shell. Awesome stuff. You guys are crushing it today. So with our Florida box turtles, they're unique in the sense in comparison to other tortoises and turtles, because box turtles have a little hinge on the underside of them. That hinge allows them to not only tuck their arms and legs into their shell for protection, but they could also tuck their head into their entire body and almost seal it off and enclose it. Now, when we're looking at our friend JoJo, if you're looking at that shell of a fully grown box turtle, and it is very, very small. That shell is deformed, and he's unable to tuck most of his body at all into that shell. And that's because JoJo's story is that of a surrendered wild animal to our sanctuary. So similar to some of our other box turtles that we have, the sanctuary burger, pancake, they have much flatter, deformed shells. With our friend JoJo right here, he was taken in as a very tiny little box turtle. When he was taken in, the owner that kept him for several years, unfortunately didn't give him the best care. We do have people that have reptiles and turtles as pets, which is awesome, but they all need individual care. So with JoJo, going off the fact that he's a cold-blooded reptile, he needs that external environment in order to regulate his internal body temperature. So if you're keeping a reptile as a pet, like JoJo in this case, he didn't receive any type of solar or artificial light in that tank enclosure. So he wasn't able to balance out his body temperature. On top of that, he is an omnivore. Does anyone know what an omnivore is? It's a tougher question. We got it. Crushed it. Awesome. Someone prepped you guys before this. Good stuff over there. So with our omnivores, just like our Florida box turtles, they need that protein and they need the vegetation as well. So our friend over here not only didn't receive that artificial light in his tank enclosure, but he did not receive any type of protein. So he just was given lettuce and carrots. So he's just getting that vegetation. Because of that, he didn't develop correctly. When you look at JoJo's front two little feet, he's got those claws in the front of his feet. So those are for digging into the soil, eating different types of insects, earthworms, crickets. They need that protein, and of course, there's plenty of wild vegetation for all our omnivores here in the state of Florida. But because he didn't get that, his shell didn't grow properly. We oftentimes get asked, and I'll get asked by some of my naturalist students at Bush Wildlife, why can't we just get our turtles or our tortoises a new shell? But when you look at a turtle shell, what you wouldn't be able to see on JoJo right now, but on the inside of that shell, his spine is attached to that shell. So it's a part of his body that grows and develops with him. So unfortunately, we can't just get them a new shell and call it a day. But with a shell deformation like that, that is one of the reasons why we can't release him into the wild, because he can't protect himself. But furthermore than that, we also can't release him because any animal that's taken in as a pet, if they're a wild animal, they can't just be released into nature because they build that familiarity with humans. They're relying on humans at that point for food. And their instincts to be able to fend for themselves and provide for themselves in the wild is pretty limited at that point. So we like to kind of wrap up with each of our animals, talking about two encounters that we see pretty commonly in our animal hospital. Because like we said, we're trying to constantly educate ourselves as well as our community members too. So one has to do with that little shell color. If we're looking at JoJo's shell color, who remembers from seeing him up close, what colors were on his shell? You guys remember what colors were on his shell? Got a little, maybe dark brown a little bit. Yeah, a little yellow in there, some blackish colors. So those darker colors help him to absorb that sunlight that he needs to regulate his body temperature. Going off that coloration pattern, we see way too often, I've seen it myself at Riverbend Park as well, we get a lot of turtles that are brought to our animal hospital with painted shells. So we get calls in of people that see a tortoise, could be a gopher tortoise or a box turtle that's out in the wild, and people paint their shells. And I believe humans are always good at heart, but sometimes we do little careless things that we're not really sure the ramifications of it. So people might be thinking it has to do with, like we paint our fingernails as humans, but if you were to paint a tortoise or a turtle shell, not only could that paint be a little bit toxic to that turtle and harmful, but also if a turtle is walking around with a bright, hot pink turtle shell, similar to that water bottle over there, he's going to be an easy target for any bird of prey that's living by or river otter that spots them. So it removes that camouflage completely. It also stops them and prevents them from being able to absorb that sunlight properly. So that's something, once again, that we see pretty often. The last thing that I'll talk about with our turtles has to do with those roadway encounters that we see a lot with our tortoises and our turtles. So, say I was driving along the Indian Town Road away from the sanctuary, headed towards the beach and going east, and I see a box turtle crossing the road right in front of me. As long as it's safe for myself and any passengers in my vehicle to pull off to the side, safety first for all the humans in our vehicle, and I notice that it is safe, the coast is clear, I pull off to the side. But I have to keep in mind which direction that box turtle or that tortoise is going. Because turtles and tortoises have a little different GPS system than us as humans, that our human brains don't quite understand. So I might notice that box turtle is walking towards the left side as I'm driving. And on the left side, I'm looking at a Publix, a pizzeria, post office. Only looks like a little bit of woods in that area. And I look behind him where he's coming from. It's a beautiful park. You have birds chirping. There's a pond there. I'm like, all right, my human brain, he wants to go on that side of the road. So I'll pick him up, I turn him around, and I place him on the right side of the road that I think he wants to be on. He'll probably wait about 2 minutes, wait until my car rumbles off, poke his little head out, make sure the coast is clear. He'll turn around and walk right back across the road. So turtles, for the most part, they live an extensive period of time. This guy can live about 30 years. And we do have some tortoises and turtles that can live 80, 90, 100 years. So they might have the memory of some kind of food source far beyond that Publix, maybe even before that Publix was born. They might have some friends over there on that side of the road. We're not sure their reasons, but it's something to keep in mind because they are very stubborn in their little GPS system. We notice it a lot with enrichment activities with our box turtles, and it does hold up to be pretty true with all of these guys. So they know exactly where they want to go, and there's no human persuasion to changing their mind. All right, we're going to say goodbye to our friend Jojo for right now. That is a red rat snake, otherwise known as a corn snake. So Scar came to us for a reason that if you guys are afraid of any of our animals, you just cover your eyes and Bob will walk quickly past you. He won't linger in that general area. So with our friend Scar, he came to us. He was actually entangled in a soccer net, and no one spotted him for several days, so he was tied up in that net for probably almost a week's span of time based on the injuries that he had. So in attempts to get himself out of that net, he strangled himself a little bit tighter. He does still have scars on his body and on his scales that you can still notice in part when he's walking around. But he also had some internal injuries from that as well. So his rehabilitation period was extensive with us in our animal hospital. Now, snakes are pretty unique. Depending on what agency you ask, we go by FWC's numbers, but we have about 46 native snake species in the state of Florida, along with 6 of our venomous snake species. But of course, for our educational programs, we never visit or bring those venomous snakes out to our public. But you guys can visit us at the sanctuary and see several of them. Now, with our friend right here, he's completely harmless. Red rat snakes or corn snakes are commonly found throughout all of Florida in 67 counties. And snakes all have pretty unique traits that make them really good at finding food and taking care of themselves. So we start off with that little tongue that I know Scar is sticking out at everyone right now, getting a feel for his environment. So a snake's tongue kind of looks like a little peace sign you were to put up and just put it right out in front of you. It's kind of a snake's tongue. Now snakes are unique because not only can they taste like we can with our tongue, but they can do something else with that tongue. Does anyone know what else they can do with that tongue? They can taste and... Awesome job. Good stuff, bud. They can taste and smell with that tongue. So we might have a native Florida snake, maybe in a pine flatwood forest. They stick that tongue out into the environment. When they pull that tongue back inside their mouth, snakes have something unique called a Jacobson organ. So that Jacobson organ is able to process that taste and smell that they're picking up on. So maybe on the left prong of their tongue, because they can differentiate between the senses that they're picking up on each prong, maybe the left prong of their tongue, they pick up on the scent of a red-shouldered hawk that's nearby. Now, for a lot of snakes, they want nothing to do with the bird of prey, because that bird of prey is looking at them like a meal. So they're going to slither on the opposite direction. But maybe one of the times that they're traveling along outside in that pine flatwood forest, they're sticking that tongue out, pulling it back into their mouth, and on the right prong of their tongue, maybe they pick up on the scent of a small rodent. Now, they're very interested in that small rodent because they're looking at that guy like he's a meal. So they're going to meander into that general direction. Snakes have a couple other traits that help them to navigate. So something unique about our friend right here, when you are looking at him, you can't notice any big ears on Scar. Although that would look KJ up on top. My old crew would love it. When you look at our friend Scar right here, They don't have those big ears like humans do, right? You can't see it, although that would look pretty funny if I'm imagining Scar with his big human ears. But he doesn't have those. They do have, however, internal hearing organs, and a snake's internal hearing organ is located precisely next to its jaw. So because of that, they're able to pick up on sound in the form of vibration. So let's say I was working at or walking around, maybe Jonathan Dickinson State Park, right? I'm walking in the trail, and I'm a pretty big animal. So every time that I'm walking with my boots, I'm giving off a vibratory pattern that lets that animal know up to 60 yards away that I am a very large animal. Now those snakes, for the most part, want absolutely nothing to do with an animal of my size, so that's going to help them in locating the next direction that they want to move in. But also, those smaller mammals, those smaller rodents, or even geckos and small reptiles that they love to munch on, they love to eat, maybe even a small bird or some of our snakes, they will sense also those little vibratory patterns that are left off by their feet. So that helps them in order to navigate where they want to go in the direction that they want to move. Now, with our snake friends in Florida, we do get a bad reputation when it comes to snakes, and that's because they look a little different. They don't have any arms or legs. They look a little slimy because they have that little sheen on them, but they're actually not. I guarantee you that Bob's hands are completely dry. They're dry and smooth scales right in that body, and they're actually very clean animals, not only for themselves, but for our environment. So they pretty much act as a form of pest control for all of our habitats and ecosystems here in the state of Florida, and really wherever they are native to. So these guys are really important in balancing out some of those smaller populations of animals and making sure there's no overcrowding. Every animal that's native to Florida, plant or wildlife, plays a key role in the balance that is found here in our ecosystems. So it's important for us to have these snakes in our ecosystems, even though, like I said, they look a little different. They are very important because they help. She's out here. We got two natives out here. They're important because we need them for our environment. So even though they look a little different, we think she looks beautiful, but we need them for our environment. It's important to take care of all our snakes. That being said, when we talk about our venomous snakes here in the state, we do have 6 venomous snakes: our eastern diamondback rattlesnake, our pygmy rattlesnake, our timber rattlesnake, our cottonmouth, also known as the water moccasin, our copperhead, and our coral snake. So we always, with all of our wild animals that we get a chance to show all of you, we encourage people to always admire nature from afar and just respect the distance, because they are wild animals and they deserve that respect in their own environment, and we deserve to be able to admire them from afar and let them just be in peace. But of course, if you want to see some of our educational ambassadors up close, you can visit us at the sanctuary, because that's when you get a chance to meet our friends here that are helping all of us to learn more about the species and how to take care of them. All right, we're going to say goodbye to Scar for now. Bye, Scar. The hawk catches it and then he drops it. What you saying? I got to think on that. We'll talk about it after. What we got behind your next friend? All right, we got Linguini out here. And Linguini is an American alligator. So Linguini is about 1.5 years old. So here in Florida, we are in a very special place because we are the only place in the world in South Florida that has both native populations of crocodiles and American alligators, which is amazing. Now, before we start talking about our little friend right over here, I want to ask Arcana if we know any differences between crocodiles and alligators, because I like to always start off with that. Does anyone know a difference?
Their mouth.
Visually, where they live, what kind of water they exist in? Yeah. Oh my God, awesome. These are amazing. We also took environmental science before this presentation. I love it, great job. So here at MacArthur Beach State Park, when we have some of the brackish water in our estuary, we have salt water on our ocean front, that's saltier water. With our American alligators, they don't like to hang out in salty water, they love hanging out in fresh water. So our American alligators, if you guys go to riverbeds, or you go to Jonathan Dickinson State Park, you have access at both of those parks to the Loxahatchee River. That's an area, because of its fresh water, that you are prone to see plenty of alligators, specifically at low tide when that sun is out, because they're out basking in that sun. As the cold-blooded reptiles they are, they love soaking in that sun. But like our friend over there just helped me out with, our crocodiles, they prefer that brackish water. Crocodiles, for the most part, are also found south of Miami, into the Everglades, where our American alligators are found throughout all of our counties here in Florida. So there's about 1 million American alligators currently in the state of Florida. However, it wasn't always like that for our American alligators. So back in the 1960s, our friends right over here, unfortunately, they were very endangered. So prior to 1973, when the Endangered Species Act was put into effect, a lot of our American alligators were poached and hunted for their skin, for different clothing items, boots or purses and things like that. And it wasn't until naturalists and scientists and community members alike started to see the detrimental effects on our ecosystem and the necessity of why we need American alligators. So not only are American alligators an apex predator, but they're also a keystone species. So keystone species means that an American alligator, its survival is necessary for other species in that native environment to rely upon for their own survival. So for an example, one thing that American alligators do is they create these things called gator holes. So by moving their body and their big muscular tails, they're able to create these little cavities in those banks of the rivers and the fresh bodies of water. And those cavities fill up and flood with some of that warm water, which it stirs it up a little bit, helps clean out that water, and those little cavities that fill with fresh water provide sanctuary and fresh drinking water for other species as well. So luckily, with the laws that went into effect, after we realized how much we need these guys, we were able to bring those numbers way, way back up. So now, like I mentioned before, our American alligators are in the millions here in the state of Florida. Now, looking at our little friend over here, he looks a little bit different from one of our older residents, Freddie. So Freddie's a girl at Bush Wildlife Sanctuary. Freddie's actually been with us since 1983. So she was one of the first animal educational ambassadors at our sanctuary. And if you get a chance to visit us before, whether it be our old location or our new, you will notice Freddie girl. And she's about 41 at this point. Her story is a little bit different. She was found by a young boy in 1983. He found her alligator egg. So he shouldn't have been out there alone in the first place in that fresh body of water. But he found an alligator leg and then he did something else that he shouldn't have done. He went up to that alligator egg, he picked up that egg, and then he cracked that egg. So Freddie was born prematurely. And because she was close to being fully developed, but she wasn't completely developed, she has stunted growth and issues with eating as well. So Freddie at our sanctuary, she's around 6 feet right now, but for a female alligator that's around 41, she should be closer to around 8 or 9 feet, while those males are reaching about 10 to 12 feet. Our little friend over here has different coloration than Freddie, and that has to do with our little baby alligator friends. So when they are young, we're good. Let's test around these wings. So with our little friend right here, we might notice on the coloration with Linguini right here, he looks different from Freddie. So Freddie has no yellow stripes on her back. She's completely almost black. People would describe it as a bluish-green, dark color. But with Freddie, for the first 2, 3, even 4 years of their life, for some of our younger alligators, they're going to have those yellow stripes on them. That helps them to camouflage into the water. Believe it or not, with American alligators, they do hang around to protect their little clutch of babies for about 2 years, which isn't a long period of time. But once they're born, even though they're there to defend them and protect them from any outside predators, they don't feed them at all. So the second that they're born, all of our little alligators are on their own. They're fending for themselves to find their own food and go hunting and learn those skills at night. So anytime you encounter an alligator in the wild, that is a survivor that got themselves to that point, which is pretty impressive. But you can still see, since Linguini is only about 1.5 years old, he still has those coloration patterns on his back, and they're slowly fading as he gets a little bit older. He came to us from another sanctuary, and that does happen a lot. Sometimes we get new animals from other sanctuaries that come to stay with us at Bush Wildlife. He's also got 2 little brothers. If you ever get a chance to make your way over to the sanctuary, we got Fettuccine, Linguini, and Champ. Our 3 little ones, and Freddie Girl is our biggest one. So once again, kind of ending with just a similar connection that we see with a lot of our alligators. One of the things that I remember even Miss Veronica saying here when I worked in MacArthur Beach State Park, we don't have alligators here because, like I said, we got salt in those waters, so we don't have to worry about that here. Maybe the invasive green iguana encounter a time or 2 when we're kayaking out there, but no alligators. But just when we're talking to people about some of our Florida wildlife, we like to emphasize feeding of wildlife. So we see this a lot, and it's something that is very upsetting to see, but at the same time, it goes from a lack of education that's put out there. So at a lot of our local parks, some of the parks that I mentioned before that have access to fresh water, you'll see signs that say don't feed the wildlife. And that includes all of our birds that are there as well, and especially our friends right here. when you see some of those negative encounters that people have with alligators within our state, almost all of them have to do with a nuisance gator that could have been reported, that people maybe in that neighborhood or that park were feeding that alligator. So these guys aren't looking at us like a natural prey item. If you have people that are continually maybe feeding them chum off a boat, or just giving them scraps if they live in a little neighborhood body of fresh water, they're going to start looking at humans and connotating them with or connecting them with a food source. So that's really where the danger comes from. So once again, reiterating that for these beautiful creatures, they are necessary for our environment. They are so powerful, and we are so proud to have them in our state here in Florida, but just emphasizing the importance of us not to feed any of our wildlife, because we want them to live separate from us and us to live separate from them and just enjoy each other's presence in those beautiful states without interacting. All right, we're going to say goodbye to our friend Linguini. The only way to say that is later, alligator.